Whoever wishes to come and join us, come and join our Seder. It's a beautiful way that we start right before Magid to invite people, to welcome people to our Sedarim. But the truth is that invitation is very troubling. Why do we declare an open invitation once we sit down at the table, when the door is closed, we've already made Kiddush? Now is the time to invite people. Oh, if you want to come, please come. Who are we talking to? Who are we fooling that this is a real invitation? And furthermore, inviting guests is not unique to Pesach. Why is that the opening to the Manishtana? On Sukkot, let us stand inside or outside our Sukkos and invite people in, invite guests in. Why does it have to start Kol Dichvin Yeseh V'Yechol? And why do we begin by describing the bread of affliction, Halach Ma'anya Diachalu Avasana, and then we shift to Lashon Haba B'Yerushalayim? It's almost as if we condense the entire Seder into one paragraph. What are we trying to relate? Tanat Ve'Eliyahu in Perek Chav Gimel records that Bnei Yisrael had one special merit, one special zechus, for which they deserved and which they were able to be redeemed from Mitzrayim. And it was more precious than anything else that they did. What was it? The Tana Devei Eliyahu relates that they took a pact between them when they were slaves in Egypt to support one another, to be there for each other in their time of difficulty. It's not easy. The natural mentality is every man for himself, each person only looking out for him or herself. But that wasn't what Bnei Yisrael did. They stuck together, they made a bris, they made a covenant, they made a pact that we're in this together. It was that element of chesed, of showing their concern for each other, that aroused the beautiful midah of chesed in HaKadosh Baruch Hu and led to their redemption. Why were we thrown into the exile in which we currently find ourselves? The Gemara Numa Daf Tes tells us, because of sinas chinam, baseless hatred. There was a lack of concern for one another. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw that, the disunity, and said, this isn't my nation, this isn't how my children should be behaving, and exiled us. And until we are able to fix that, we are in a period of galus. Now I think we can answer our questions. We recite this line of Kol Dichvin Yeseh V'Yechol after we're sitting at the table with the door closed, after we recite Kiddush, knowing full well that no guests are going to hear this invitation. Why? Because it is not an invitation. It's a declaration. It's a statement that Kol Dichvin Yeseh V'Yechol, that we're here for each other, that there are people that we already invited that are at our table, that we want to have the connection to each other, and that we want to tap into what existed in Halach Ma'anya Diachalu Avasana b'Mitzrayim, the same way that in Mitzrayim they stuck together. If we want to get out of this galus, we needed to get to Lashon Haba B'Yerushalayim, that Kol Dichvin Yeseh V'Yechol, that everybody, that we declare that we are here for one another. That's the chesed, that's how we fix the mistakes of the past. And that is what this paragraph, that's what this introduction is about. If we want to shift from Halach Ma'anya Diachalu Avasana b'Mitzrayim to Lashon Haba B'Yerushalayim, the key is Kol Dichvin Yeseh V'Yechol, is the Ahavas Yisrael, is the relationships that we have with one another. And if we could tap into that, then hopefully we too will merit the Geula. In the days leading up to Pesach, I'm always awed by the amount of chesed, the ma'aschitim. Matanas of Yonim was not so long ago, the generosity of people wanting to be there for one another. And hopefully in that zuchos, in that merit of us tapping into our potential to treat each other the way we are supposed to be. As any parent wants to see their child getting along, then hopefully that avas chinam, that love that exudes and overflows, will arouse the rachamim of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and merit that we should be able to be zochet to Lashon Haba B'Yerushalayim Habnuyah.